but you train for a year or two prior to launching with that crew, so you get to know everybody really well before you launch into space. Well, we just recently announced that we're going to be selecting a new class, so I'm very familiar with the requirements to become an astronaut. Actually, very minimum. You just need to have an advanced degree in science or engineering. And my advice to anybody that was interested in becoming an astronaut is to study what you love. You're going to be more happy in life if you study something that you love. Well, the short answer is we take turns, and actually the commander of the International Space Station right now is Russian cosmonaut Oleg Skripochka, and before that it was Italian astronaut Luca Parmitano. So we take turns. It's been a little bit since we've had an American commander, so we take turns. So the answer is every time you go to you launch to space, you typically launch with a different crew, and you'll be joining a different crew when you get up here. And in my time that I've been up here, we've had as many as 9 on board, and right now we have only 3. So it fluctuates. It's typically around 6. And so yes, you do get to meet new people, but you train for a year or two prior to launching with that crew, so you get to know everybody really well before you launch into space. Yes, in terms of maximum number, like I said, the number on board will fluctuate 3 and 6 usually, but we have seen as many as 9, 10, 11, and even 12 at one point. But right now there are 15 nations that are part of the International Space Station program, and for large space agencies like the European Space Agency that represent more than one country, those countries have to take turns. The major partners of the ISS are Russia and the United States, and so there's always a Russian and an American on board, and then the other nations take turns. Yes, great question, because like I mentioned, there are 15 partner nations. The official languages on board the International Space Station are Russian and English, and so everybody, regardless of what their native language is, will learn to speak English and Russian to a certain proficiency level. So I had to learn Russian, but my Italian crewmate, Luca Parmitano, who just recently left, he speaks both Russian, English, Italian, and also French. So most astronauts know a couple of languages. Well, Duke, but just about everything that we do on the space station is a little bit harder than it is, because as you can imagine, with things floating around, it's a lot harder to keep track of things. So everything, including daily activities like eating or washing your, doing personal hygiene like brushing your teeth and going to the bathroom, everything is a little bit harder in space.